when I came to North County 20 years ago to be a first-time senior pastor after being a youth pastor, a group of like-minded pastors gathered together in North County as a prayer group, and the focus of that group was life. I heard about Churches for Life and got really excited. I always had a passion for the life issue, but I also want to have it wedded to something more than the political side of the life issue. I want it wedded to theology, to the gospel especially. And that kind of made my heart beat faster, that there was a possibility of helping equip our church to approach the issue in a more gospel-centered way. And so that got me really excited. One of the things that I've always loved about Churches for Life is that it speaks of the broad aspects of the life issue. At one of our meetings, it came up as we were thinking about a fact that our church had many widows, a lot of senior adults. It was suggested that we do something in regard to our senior adults, and the life team spurred us on to do something. And as we were thinking about all kinds of things we could do in terms of financial planning and providing services, they said, well, what we really want most is we need fellowship. One of the things that we did was partner with our deacons who had done breakfast for the community to kind of partner together with them to do something for our senior adults. So what a positive thing that I would have never thought of when we thought about starting a life team. We had a connection in our denomination with the Missouri Baptist Children's Home, and through that connection we realized that we could help them by collecting items as they help expectant mothers who might need diapers or bottles or clothing or even toys. And so that has now been an ongoing thing, and we have this beautiful drop box that, again, we got from our relationship with Churches for Life. And so we have this beautiful drop box that's in the foyer of the church, and our folks have been consistently bringing things that we've been able to bless Missouri Baptist Children's Home with in their ministry. A lot of our folks felt, kind of when we were starting to talk about this, that well, I'm not that protest kind of person. I'm just very uncomfortable about the whole political side, the protest side. Don't count me in on that kind of. But because of its gospel emphasis, which makes people warmer and more accepting to hear the message, but then hearing about, well, there are practical things we can do that aren't so much focused on the political or the protest side. As we began to discuss what are some of the ways that we can act on these convictions that we're learning and growing in about life, our connection to the Missouri Baptist Children's Home led to a discussion about the fact that they have a ministry to those who have been victims of sex trafficking. And that really touched a chord with us and in our church about something that we could do to make a difference. And so one of the ways that Alan, our connection at the Missouri Baptist Church Children's Home, said is maybe we could do some kind of fundraiser. And our folks got really excited about being involved in that. And then we did a trivia night, which is a great way to bring people together and to raise funds. But it was also an opportunity for education, because the representative from the Children's Home was there to be able to share about the ministry. And then so you see it begins to multiply, because even though our church people attended, other churches came to that event, and so we were able to educate more people about the life issue, about sex trafficking, about Missouri Baptist Children's Home. So it was kind of a win-win-win-win-win situation, and our folks felt good about their participation in making that kind of difference. One of the great things that I love about Churches for Life and this ministry of starting life teams is that it takes people who have no clue about what to do. They have a passion, and that was me. I had a passion for the life issue, but I didn't know practically what we could do. And then I had somebody in my church that had a passion for the issue, but he didn't know what he could do. And so what Churches for Life does so beautifully is equip, educate. Then it helps us to build together a team. When we meet together, the meetings were simple. Anthony would start with a devotion, share a thought, and we would begin to share and pray and work. It starts with educating, and it ends with actually practically making a difference in your church and community and the life issue. I think the fruit that has been the most evident to me, and to be honest, is the most satisfying, has been the change of attitudes. The more visible thing is working on the trivia night and talking about sex trafficking and having a way to be able to receive things and help mothers with unplanned pregnancies. But seeing people's defenses come down as they realize that this isn't primarily a political issue. This is a gospel issue. This is something near to the heart of God. That babies before they're born are near and dear to the heart of God. And young women who are being sex trafficked are near and dear to the heart of God. And senior adults, even if they've lost their memories, even if they're incapacitated and have Alzheimer's disease and they're in a nursing home, they are still precious to the heart of God. And so for our folks, seeing those defenses come down to where they go, oh, this life issue isn't just about Washington, D.C. It's about our church. It's about our community. It's about our world. It's something near to the heart of God.